Hey, welcome back. Today we're talking about how to buy real estate with other people's money. Okay, so you're a real estate investor, you've hit the wall, you run out of cash or credit to do more deals under your own financial steam. How do you buy more real estate using other people's money? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to take a look at different ways to access that all important OPM. Stay tuned. All right, so what does OPM mean? What is buying real estate with other people's money in the first place? Well, bottom line is you got a couple of choices when it comes to buying a property. You can save up, save up, save up and access your own capital to buy the deal, or you can use other people's money. And you are the person that is the active investor. You're finding the property, you're managing the team, you're managing the tenants, you're taking care of construction, renovation, whatever. You're the person that's in charge. Your investor partners are bringing in the cash and you're joining forces to do a deal. That is buying real estate with OPM. Now let's take a look at different ways to do that. So the first thing to do is to raise private capital. Well, what does that mean? That means non-bank money, non-professional money. So private capital is usually money from friends, family members, co-workers, business associates, people that you have a pre-existing relationship, or private individuals. Not necessarily the big banks, not the mortgage companies, not the insurance companies, not professional hard money lenders. I'm talking about private money, private lenders here. And if you're looking for a full blow-by-blow account on how to do that, I've got a great resource for you. Money Partner Formula, it's my book. This is how to raise 6 figures in a matter of weeks, 7 figures in a matter of months, starting from scratch. But bottom line is, you want to really focus on people that you have a pre-existing relationship with first. These are people that already know you, like you, and trust you. The chances of some of them being ready, willing, and able to invest with you are much higher than you trying to go out to the great unwashed masses of strangers. So it's much faster, easier, safer. You're typically not crossing the line with the securities if you're working with a close friend or business associate or family member. So it's a good, logical place to get started. So when you're offering your deals, when you're promoting yourself, you want to make sure that the other person understands exactly what's in it for them, what the responsibilities are, what your expectations are from them, what their expectations should be from you. And you want to be able to explain the deal in clear, understandable language that a non-real estate investor can understand. Here's a big rule of thumb for you. When I'm putting together an investor presentation for a client, I use the Reader's Digest rule of thumb. And that means that an average 13-year-old can easily understand the presentation. If we hit that goal, then we're right on track. Next thing you can look at is working with joint venture partners. So what's a joint venture partner? It's a limited kind of a business partnership for doing this particular real estate deal. Typically, different people are bringing different values to the table. So you might have one person who's bringing the deal and the underwriting, might have another person who's bringing management experience, might have somebody else bringing construction experience, might have somebody else bringing the financing and the capital. Everybody gets together and they share responsibilities and rewards from that deal. So again, doing joint ventures is a great way to get started with buying property using other people's money, because you can be one of the active partners, not necessarily one of the money partners. Other thing you can do is leverage debt financing. What is debt financing? Well, basically that's bank money. So if you think about it, a mortgage from a bank really is OPM on a massive scale. If you go in and buy a property, whether that's a single family home, like your own property, for example, if you got into that with 5% or 10% down and got a 90 or 95% mortgage, that is massive leverage, and that mortgage is the bank's money. So it's not necessarily people, but the bank is made up of people. So that is OPM. That's the bank's money, other people's money. If you bought a $300,000 house, you did not have to come up with $300,000 cash to purchase that property. Chances are you had to come up with $15,000 or $30,000 of cash, and you got bank financing for the rest. That is massive leverage right there. Now, the other people's money that you can be looking at for financing your deals could be the seller's money or the seller's equity in a property. So these are kind of more creative seller financing type deals. So for example, let's say you got a lease with an option to purchase. So that means that you are basically renting the property with the right to purchase the property at a specific amount, at a specific time frame, and part of your rent every month is counting towards your down payment. So that is a way for you to build up your down payment over time to purchase out a property. On another example would be if you get the seller to hold financing on the property. So maybe you get the seller, depending on how good your negotiation is or how motivated the seller is, to hold an 80%, 90%, or even 100% mortgage on the property, then they are the bank for you. You don't have to qualify for bank financing because the seller is going to be the bank. Now, are you going to get 100% seller financing very often? No, but 80%, 90% is very, very possible and happens all the time. So you can focus on these kind of creative financing solutions as well. All right, so there you have it. There are a few different ideas on ways that you can buy real estate using other people's money. If you want a lot more ideas, a lot faster, go ahead, grab my book, Money Partner Formula. Click on the link in the description below or go to investorattractionbook.com. It's free.